I'm back with another video. Today I will be playing FPL and teaching how to play, and yeah, today's Saturday, so it's gonna be the next game next weekend, so there will be a lot of cool games, good games, so make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoy the video and like FPL. Today I'll just be playing FPL, and if you don't know what FPL is, it's an amazing game. I think once you understand, if you like football and Premier League, you would definitely love it. My cousins play it and my friends play it. So that's how I learned to play these games, and my cousins helped me out do these games. So FPL here, you can see, you get to your team. You need to build your team. Can't have you can't have more than 3 players from the same club. So you know that I have 3 Chelsea players, got Zuma, Chilwell and Jorginho, but soon I think I want to sell Jorginho, maybe get Mendy in, because Mendy's looking really well, and maybe I want to sell Rodriguez because he's injured. You can see that red thing, so you might want to click on that. And Son's been really well. Son's been one of the best players in the Premier League so far of the season, and I think he's the one that everyone wants to keep. Everyone wants to see. I think there was like 54% people have him, and he's been really amazing every game he's played. So I think that's pretty good from Son. As you can see, Rodriguez, if you click on him, you can just see the player info, and you can see if it's muscle injury expected back on November 1st. I'll make a video maybe next week on how to play FPL, but today is Friday, and that means tomorrow there will be Premier League games. So today I'm just gonna say who's a player to get, and who's if you're not sure who to get in this type. I think if you're not sure who to get, you have to get it. Okay, this was my team from last week. I've got Martinez, who came with 3 points, although he conceded 3 goals, I think. Gabriel, Zuma, Chilwell, Trent. Zuma's been really well all season so far. And then you've got Son, Rodriguez, Grealish, Salah, Bamford, Calvert-Lewin, Leonard, Justin. Okay, the bench players are, if let's say this player, Rodriguez, is not playing next game, Jorginho will come in. And let's say if, I'm not sure, Calvert-Lewin is injured, the striker in the bench would come. But I think Rodriguez is definitely not going to play next game, so maybe I should swap him. So you might want to go to his team and then switch with Jorginho. I might want to sell Rodriguez because he's expected back on November the 7th. I think might take longer. So then you can get your leagues, but I'll explain that in another video. So you want to look at who has the you want to look at who has a simple game. So Crystal Palace is a strong team playing against an underrated team, or not underrated team, but a solid team. Okay, so Friday I think that's 8 o'clock. Crystal Palace are playing Wolves. I think both of these teams are very solid. Sheffield United, Man City. You might want to grab someone from City, and you've got Burnley, Chelsea. You've got Liverpool, West Ham, Aston Villa, Southampton, Newcastle, Everton, Man United, Arsenal, Spurs, Brighton, Fulham, West Brom, Leeds, Leicester. Okay, so I think a team who could probably get goals are Man City, but you never know. I think the game Liverpool versus West Ham in Saturday is going to be really close because West Ham have been exceptionally well so far. I think they had 2 losses in the start of the season, and from there they've been, especially against the Tottenham game and other games. So you might want to get anyone from Man City. I'll go into that. Aston Villa, Southampton. Not sure if Aston Villa could go through the win here. You might want to get someone from Everton, but maybe you want to get someone from Spurs. I think you might want to get someone from Spurs, Everton, or Man City. So let's look at the players, and you might want to look at the players. Yeah, you definitely need to get Son if you want to get those players and you're playing serious. You want to get Son. Is an important one because he can score. And he scored I think every game so far, which is no, except for his first game against Everton. So this is really well. This is really good. You might. I'm not sure if you can get Werner. Maybe Werner's a good choice. I think Werner's a good choice because we've seen what happened to Burnley, their defense. If fast players in that defense, you might want to get them. Werner's actually did really well in game week 5, and then Bamford in game week 6 scored a hat trick. That was really good. But back to the players you might want to get this season. I mean, this week. I also want, if you don't have Chilwell, Ben Chilwell, I don't know what you're doing. I think he's a excellent player. I think he's must feel. Chilwell can do a lot. I mean, if you're not, it doesn't matter because you need to either have Son or Kane because Kane can get assists and Son can get the goals. You want at least one of them. If you are really playing, you might want to get one. I mean, 2 of them. And then you've got top players out this game week. You've got Digne, Castagna, Rodriguez, Van Dijk, Trent. That's a surprising one. I have Trent, but I don't know when he's going to be playing at the best this season. I'm going to keep him. Let's look at news. Introduced him. And yeah, I think a player you really want to get is Son or Kane if you don't have any of them. I think Son will be better. I think he's cheaper. You might want to look if you want to see. Kane is worth 10.9 and Son is 2 million. So you might want to get Son because he can get goals, which I think are more better. Yeah. Trent has decreased his money, which is quite surprising. And then if you think you need to get defenders, I think let's go from goalkeeper. So the goalkeepers you might want to get are pretty simple. The goalkeepers maybe Martinez, but I think they're playing against Crystal Palace. No, they're not playing against Crystal Palace. Southampton, sorry. So that's going to be a hard fixture for Martinez, maybe, because Southampton, they've scored 3 goals against Chelsea, so you never know. Carthy is another one. Darlow from Newcastle, because I think they're playing against Everton, but Everton's not at their best. They don't have Lucas Digne. They don't have Rodriguez, and they don't have which are kind of club, but I think they will be back very soon, except maybe for Richarlison, and he's injured. I think he's injured as well as he is suspension for Schmeichel. Leicester are playing against Leeds. Leeds are looking very strong, and yeah, Neslier from Leeds, they're looking very solid. They're looking very well. But if you really want to get those points, if you want to get those clean sheets, Mendy is the man. Trust me, Mendy is gonna give you clean sheets. He's conceded 1 goal so far in his Chelsea. Okay, I'm so glad we signed him. Chelsea signed him. Alisson's back. He was injured. He is back. So Alisson's another one you might want to get. But he said, Liverpool are playing against West Ham. West Ham are really good at scoring and defending. Not defending, but yeah, Kepa Arrizabalaga, shoulder injury. I'm so yeah, that was why he wasn't playing against someone. But yeah, I think a player you might want to also keep in the sub if you're not sure, you don't want to really spend money. You might get someone like this guy Verrips from Sheffield United. Okay, this is such solid team. Yeah, the goalkeepers are simple. I'm gonna chop on this. It's gonna show interesting. Chelsea fan. Yeah, Tace has been the best. You might want to get him because they're playing against Crystal Palace, who can't really score, so they might get a clean sheet. But if you have Zaha, you might want to not get Sace because it's a win. It's 50-50 who can win, and I think you might want to have both. You know, if Rodriguez is injured and selling him, yeah. So you got Sace, Castaño's injured. He did really well, I think. Back 21st of November. If you have him, make sure you sell him because that is in a month he won't play. Maybe he can revise it. And then Zuma. Zuma's a really good player. But if you're looking for defenders, you might want to get a wing back or a back. Or a back. You can look at where is he? Where is my guy? Lamptey. Lamptey's really good, but he's only got 14 points. He's one player to really grow. Yeah. Konza. You might want to get those players like wing backs or right back. You might want to get James, because Burnley he could keep a clean sheet and he could go up get assist. So Reece James is an amazing one. He's only 5 million. So I'd say Reece James if you really want to get those points as well as a clean sheet because Chelsea can definitely do that. But one problem with him is he's not guaranteed a start because Azpilicueta is still fighting for that right back spot. If he gets it, Aspi is gonna play in the centre back role or left back role because maybe not a left back role because they've got Benjamin. Maybe in that centre back role with Zuma or Thiago Silva. So that's one bad thing about James. Yeah, this Connor Cody can get a clean sheet and maybe he can get a header or something like that. Bellerin, Walker Peters, another one like Reece James. Yeah, that's it for defenders. Maguire, if you have him, maybe sell him because you might get a minus points for red cards and maybe you could get a header. Yeah. So next position is that midfield spot. My midfield's looking really well. I care a lot in that midfield. I've got Rodriguez, Son, Grealish, Salah and Jorginho. I would like to sell Rodriguez, but no. Grealish, Son, Rodriguez, Salah, Jorginho. Maybe Jorginho is not. I'm gonna sell him maybe and then get someone else in. Rodriguez. Let's look at Rodriguez. Rodriguez is currently injured, so if you have him, you might want to transfer him out. Salah, I've got all the top boys, but I want to get Zaha because he's playing really well. I might as well get him. Yeah, got him, and then transfer. So, you've got Grealish. If you don't have him, he's a good addition because they're playing at Southampton, who are not one of the top clubs. If you don't have Salah, you might have Mane, but I don't have Mane. I have Salah. You might want to get one of them. Okay, Fernandez. Let's talk. He's not. He wasn't as good as he was last season, especially towards the end. He was really well. He was really good. So Fernandez, maybe not. So Fernandez is. I'm not sure. So if you have Fernandez, I think you could get someone for a bargain, like someone like Grealish for a bargain, or someone like Rodriguez when he's back, obviously, and Zaha. Yeah, so it's not bad. He's scoring penalties. Yeah, Bowen's another good player. He's very underrated. He's scoring so much goals for West Ham. He's looking so good. So, Rashford's another good player. But I think you shouldn't get him because he's good. He's good. He's not worth the price because you never know. Some games he can score a hat trick. Some games he probably doesn't even get an assist or a goal. Yeah, Foden. Let's talk about him. He's only 6.6, and if you like to have someone in the bench, really good. Foden's another one, and they're playing against. Um, they are playing against, I believe, Sheffield United. So Foden's another one if you want. Yeah, another player I don't have, but maybe you guys have. But he's not looking as good as this season. It was De Bruyne. He's not looking good at all. You've got De Bruyne. Where is he? Sterling's above De Bruyne. Okay, Matheus Pereira. He's very underrated. He could get some goals because they're playing against Fulham next time. So Fulham aren't as good as we expected, but we didn't expect that good from them. So they're playing worse than we expect. Barkley, Pereira are like two underrated players. You have to get them if you don't have them because Barkley's missed a bit of this season and he's not looking too bad. As well as Matheus Pereira, who's playing with a side who's expected to go down by December. That is so sad for West Brom, but Matheus Pereira is loving life there. He's happy that he's playing against he's playing with West Brom. Yeah. William, if you have him, maybe not worth the price. Havertz, maybe if you have him, maybe like 1 or 2 months later. I hope less than that, but I hope he's gonna find his way, and then he's gonna be as good. So, Aubameyang, I think he's not playing at his best. Maybe you want to sell him and get someone cheaper, a bargain again like Rodriguez when he's back, obviously, and Grealish or Zaha, yeah, or even Son. Next position is those strikers. The cheapest striker I have is Ollie Watkins. Bamford. He's worth 5.8 million. He's definitely gonna get a price rise, as well as Watkins. Maybe Watkins. I don't know why I have him, but he's my bench player. Let's look at him. Ollie Watkins. Watkins is really good. He's he's in the top 10, I guess. I think he's in the top 10. Kane is another one you might want to have, but I don't spend that much in that attack. So I think attack's a weird one because you can get any good players. Werner scored some goals against Southampton. He could definitely score some goals against Burnley. So if you're interested in Werner, make sure you get him. Che Adams, Firmino, Lacazette, Charleston, Callum Robinson. Yeah, Callum Robinson is maybe you want to get Mitrovic or Callum Robinson because they could both score because they're playing against each other. Rodrigo's another good player. I think he'll take time to settle down, but he's gonna be good. But if you might want to get Bamford, yeah, Bamford is looking so good, and he's playing for Leeds as well. He's carrying Leeds like, yeah. So Bamford's another great player if you don't want to spend too much, you might want to get him. And they're playing against Leicester, who can concede goals. So that's it for this video, and I hope you liked it. It's my second ever video, and yeah, the first video really went well, so I love the support, and yeah, see you later. Bye.